Welcome gamers to episode 3 of this Let's Play series of Galactic Civilizations for Supernova. My name is DasTactic, welcome to the channel, and this is sponsored content, just so that you're aware. And there is a link up in the top corner there that you can actually go and grab this excellent game. I really do enjoy the game, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I wanted to do a bit of a summary. I'm going to be starting off most of these videos just so that if you do come in, you think, okay, what are we doing, where are we up to, who are we, why is certain things happening certain ways. There's a few things we want to do this episode. So we want to go and do the summary first and talk about our radar abilities and what that means in the terms of the negative, because our money situation is terrible. You can see that the overall monthly income is 0.13. I'll talk about all this as well, so we can sort of then have a bit of a look and see how things are sort of then working in this other side. Other things we want to have a look at is we want to get our leaders now in charge of command ships. So we need to sort of start to ramp up our abilities. There are pirates floating around, and these represent money to us. Again, I'll explain why. And I think we'll start actually. Well, unfortunately, one of the big problems with the game is that we can't look at our civilization within the game. Which is a real oversight. It's sort of something I've been harping on about this for months now. I think that they're working on it. I think they're looking at a way to bring it in. For me, it would be very simple. You just basically bring it into the data bank. I mean, simple for me because I don't code this sort of stuff. So, but just bring it in, and you've got stats and you've got a report. There should be another one in here. Like there should just be another one in here that basically sort of where you can actually just have a quick look at your actual civilization and to go through what you've chosen, what the description actually is, what they look like, what the citizens are, things like that. It's just not here. And we will actually be looking at the timelines and going through these as well, just to sort of show where we sit, because we're actually now falling behind. But that's a lot to do with actually the style that we are playing. Anyway, let's. The only way we can really go back and show that is to go back out to the main menu and go to New Game. And actually then just have a look at it this way. And this is the group that we're playing, the Mechanized Anarchy. So Mechanized Anarchy, an enigmatic faction of ruthless machines, harkens back to a synthetic era, long past, driven by chaos and destruction. They unleash their relentless death bots upon all who stand in their way. So we're nihilistic, which means we believe in the rejection or denial of inherent meaning of value of life, because we're all robots. So essentially we're a robotic force. This is what needs to be inside the game, just this sort of aspect of it. Nothing much else. I mean, it would be nice to see on the next page, we can then sort of see what we had chosen as our little benefits. But anyway, in this case, we've got Raiders and Warriors are the two abilities that we actually have. So the Raiders, we have a minus 50% manufacturing and a minus 50% income on our worlds. So our worlds don't generate wealth at all, or manufacturing. So we're very, very poor at manufacturing, very, very poor at creating wealth, but we have to somehow manage that. We do, however, gain 100 credits and plus 20 manufacturing for winning battles. And we do also gain plus 500 credits and plus 200 manufacturing for conquering planets. This is our long-term goal, is to get powerful enough. And it's going to take us a long time to squirrel away the resources and build things up to be able to get to that point. And we do start with armed shuttles tech, which did give us a bit of a boost at the very, very start of the game with some fighter craft, which we're using them for scouting around at the moment. We're trying to sort of find where there are potential targets that we can then take over. We happen to also, in the game, go and grab some useful planets. And so we're already a little bit ahead in terms of where we should be able to grow to over time. So, Raiders and Warriors. Warriors are the other one. So we ignore 10% of all damage done to their ships, and all weapons do 10% more damage to other ships. So the combination of Raiders and Warriors. I wanted to play Raiders. As soon as I saw that about a month ago, I guess, in the list of abilities, I've been dying to play it because it looks like such an interesting ability and an interesting dynamic for a game. These are so impactful. Just these two here are so impactful for each faction, and each faction has their own little combination of these. And so there's 45 of these, and so you end up with essentially a 45 by 44 spread of different types of playthroughs. And I just used my calculator. That's nearly 2,000 combinations of different ways of actually having units or having groups play the game. So it's incredibly strong the way this one does actually work. And then when you combine it with other things like nihilism, synthetic life is also very, very interesting as well. So with synthetics, because we're robots, so synthetics are robot life forms that do not require food to survive and can operate in a variety of environments. Unlike squishy organic species, synthetics fabricate their population and can grow virtually unfettered. And so in this case, we have to basically buy in. So this is another thing, we have to actually spend hard-earned cash for bringing the synthetic life in. We also need a mineral called durantanium. And we haven't found any of that natively yet in the actual universe, and so we need to control the durantanium trade when we do find it. So this is another dynamic for when we're sort of doing different things. Our citizens, there's a limited choice of citizens, so the only one that really is synthetic is Yor. So they don't require food or have any natural growth. Instead, the citizens are manufactured. They also don't suffer any approval penalties from pollution, overcrowding, or reaching their population capacity. So we do need to keep on buying citizens in when we can afford to do it, but we also need to bring in leaders so it's a bit of a balance with getting these different things coming in. So we'll go into the game, have a look. If I just go next, I think it will then show me. No, it doesn't actually show it. If I go to edit, maybe it'll do it there. Yeah, so this is the actual group that we actually had. If we go to abilities, did we choose? This is not what we started the game with, I don't think. I think we chose, I think we had, actually maybe it was fast and veteran. So we get experience much faster. So this is going to be another thing where our ships will gain experience. We need to rely on quality in our ships. So that is, I think, what we ended up going with. We're also using Promethean ships. So a selection of warships that were able to repair the entire fleet with Promethean. Now, actually, I forgot about that. We actually need to get Promethean in to harness this. But there's a bit of a rub with that. So let's go back out and have another look. We'll just go back. So yeah, this is our actual group. So just go back again and just continue the game. Yeah, also as a bit of a quick summary, we're in this sector. You can sort of see now the extents of the actual sectors itself. We've got the Korath clan and the Kryn, I think, as the two. Yeah, what's that one there? If I just press Shift. That is it going to show me? No, it's not going to do it. Anyway, we'll go through the two different groups that we actually have in our particular sector. We managed to claim 2 of the best planets so far. I think that there's some pretty poor planets back over in this other side. If we have a look at this one, we didn't bother going any further. They've got both of these planets. So this is the, I'm just going to try it here. Yep, the Kryn Syndicate back in through that other side, and then the homeworld in through here of the Dratha. The Drath Freehold is back in this other side as well. Now, at the moment, we'll do a bit of a summary as to what's going on with each of these. We do have some Promethean back over through here. That's the only source of Promethean so far that we've found. We've cornered the known market in terms of antimatter, but there may be other antimatter in here somewhere. There is some Illyrium there, and there's more Illyrium over here. Now I need to control this as well for my beam weapons. Actually, there's more antimatter over here as well. So we'll sort of we're going to be sort of just heading towards a more militant and militaristic sort of approach fairly soon. So this is the sector. We started pretty much in the center of the sector, but we did actually manage to claim these 2 planets. We've got one called Technocratia, which we'll have a look at these in just a minute as well as part of our summary. In fact, I have to do the summary anyway, just so I can figure out the way forward at this point in time. We do actually have another independent world in through here as well that I would like to conquer. We also have a pirate shipyard there that is actually now pumping out different snipers from that particular shipyard. This is worth, every single sniper that comes out of this thing is worth 100 gold or 100 income to me, and also it's another 20 production for the home world, which is sort of, it's actually, I don't want to get rid of this because this is a source of income. While it keeps on producing things, I can then just keep on killing these off as long as I've got enough strength to do so. What else is there to talk about? Well, let's have a quick look at the summary. So this is the summary of different things as to where we actually sort of stand. You can see there that we're a fair way behind in terms of overall power. So this is faction power that we're sort of looking at in through this other side, where it's got the manufacturing is like this one here has got a combined power of 134. Pretty much you can see there that if we look at their manufacturing power and economic power and their military power, so 111 compared to ours, you can see there that our military power is half that, which is a problem. Economic and manufacturing is about the same actually, which is actually interesting. This one here, the economic power or military power is 72, but their manufacturing power is dramatically higher than ours in through this other side. So this is the Crin Syndicate. So there's a bit sort of to take on board with that. The civilization rank, we're coming last in terms of manufacturing capacity, we're coming last in terms of income, but that's because we only get 50% of that. Also, the worry though is the military might is also very, very low. So let's go and correct that one first. We've got 474 to spend. Yeah, I think, well, we may just be only able to afford one other ship coming in. Let's just go and have a bit of a look. So if we have a look at the command ships, because we now actually have these unlocked, essentially what these are is basically 3 of the same approach with a ship. So this one fully heals the fleet. So when these are like healing type ships. They are flagships, so they've got frigate hulls. These are going to be able to hunt down pirates very, very easily and just generate money that way. There's special flagships. Now we can see down through here, increases hit points based on the commander's diligence and increased attack value based on their resolve. So we want high diligence, high resolve commanders. Now this one here, if I just press shift and go over it, and I know what these all are. So this one is a missile attack ship, which means it can fire at very, very long range, and it's quite powerful with that. It's then got this one here is a kinetic weapon one, which means it can't fire it in any sort of range. And so this one here has got experimental cannons. It's okay in the actual fight itself. It does have reasonable hit points, certainly good enough to go after little pirate ships. Not much else other than that one, but again, diligence and resolve. And then this one here is a beam attack, which can also fire at range. So this is another one that's sort of worth getting. So it's either one of these two. Doesn't really matter whichever one we go to, but we need a commander to put in there. Don't have any diplomats. We haven't bothered putting any. These are getting more and more negative with us. I'm happy enough with that because that's the way things are just going to go. The governors, again, we've got diligence. We can't bring Vex Prime, our main one, back in, but that's 710. 11.9 is very, very high for this one here. I think I'll just keep them actually where they are. 7.8. Wow, 12.6. That's pretty big. Let's go back to recruitment. 8.5, 7.3. Oh, there's a big one there. Now this is actually going to take up most of our monthly income. So we're going to be sort of needing to buy this particular character. This one's going to disappear very, very soon. This one's very, very loyal as well. So we have an investigator. As a diplomat, keeps a close eye on the research of the civilization they're assigned to and may occasionally steal technologies. That would be useful. And plus 10% pollution and manufacturing when assigned as a governor. But we want these big numbers here. So I'm going to buy this one. It's very expensive, but so be it. 3 more months and then this one will disappear as well. Let's just go and bring that one across. Now we can't afford anything else. We're down to 20 income. So we need to use this one as a hunter to go down and just start to kill off pirate ships where we can find them. And so we're going to go and select, I think, the missile ship. Let's just go that way. So we'll bring the Arcos in as the new ship. So we just click on done. That then gives us, that's it right there. So we've got the Arcos in through that side. Moves at 12 in this instance. And has 20 hit points, and also has an attack value of 6, essentially a combat rating. Now, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, this is okay. Let's just move it down to here to start with. And we can then just do a missile attack on this one here. Kaboom, that's great. Now, is that another pirate? It is, indeed. Still got 4. 1, 2, 3. I can then go into the actual attack itself. So these won't be able to hold up. Now, that should have given us 100. Maybe it's at the end of the turn. Because combat should give me 100 points. I'll go for this one. This should be another 100 points for me. Or maybe I'll have to do battles. If we end up with 100 points after this, we'll know not to do those long-range attacks. That may, actually, that may be the case. Maybe we have to go into and actually do battles. There we go. No problem. Done. Yeah, okay, we have to go in. We can't actually sit back and pick them at range. So that's actually interesting for us to know that. So that's good. Well, that will be what we'll do. So we learned something. We learned a lesson there. There's another pirate back over this way, other way. And what I'll end up doing is just getting a couple of these and just literally just going from pirate base to pirate base and picking up the snipers as they get built, which should be fairly simple for us. So that will be a way for us to generate our money and also our production. So the production there will end up being boosted a little bit there. That's going to be okay. All right, so we just go back across. I love the way the game does this. Now we want to keep on finding higher level things. This is an artifact. We've got capsules and then we've got space junk. Now I'm going to ignore the space junk and just go straight after the artifacts. There's another artifact which we're picking up there, another artifact down through there. Yeah, let's just go and grab this artifact from in here. Okay, the other thing we now need to look at is our money. What can we do to correct the money situation and try to get on top of it? And I think it's going to come down to our, will really come down to what we can do in through this other side here. There's no easy way for us to make money with the way things actually do work. When we hover over it, we can see that the gross income is plus 32. The taxes are 33%. And so basically, if you take 33% of 32, you're going to end up with expenses of negative 10. So at the moment, sorry, you're going to end up with, we're going to end up with, like the negative 10 is the expenses. So we have to look and see why we've got those expenses. If we go across and click on that one, it should then bring up, double click here, brings up this area in through here, where we end up having the GDP is 32. So this is actually where we've got the income coming in from the different planets. So you can see there the combination, 32.53. But we're only getting 10%, sorry, we're getting 33% in our taxation, which means that our actual income, and we can't see it there properly, 10.7. So we're bringing 10.7. The expenses that we actually have, though, are, and I think it's this one in through here, that's manufacturing output. We've got ship maintenance there of 0.6. So the instigators are costing us a little bit of upkeep in through there. And as we get more ships, these are going to then mean that we have to spend more. Flagships don't count for this one. We've got the colony maintenance as well, which is very high. So as we build, I think we have to just build basic stuff on the colonies for a little while and try to get on top that way. And the starbase maintenance is also, every starbase is going to cost me another a maintenance point. So each starbase is going to cost me 1. So I need to find a way to ramp things up. But 50% of our income from a planet is going to be completely wasted, which is a bit of a problem. And so, yeah, net month, it doesn't give us the summaries in through here properly, but essentially we're just middling along. And as we build things on planets, we're going to have even more problem. Now, we do actually have, this one we get plus 10% gross income, which would give us a little bit of a boost. We've got the land exploitation, though we've got the plus 5 coming in that way, which I think we'll just keep. Yeah, so let's just click on done with that, and we'll go to the actual planets themselves. So if we go to the planet, actually, if we go back into here, it's probably the easiest way to do this one, and look at the core worlds, we can then sort of see what's actually happening in through here. So Circuitria has got like a very, very good approval rating, which is going to then sort of mean that it's going to be generating reasonable income. So the taxes there, we've got 5.34, and we can sort of see what's adding to this. So the land exploitation, we're getting +5. We're getting lost cargo booty of +5%. I don't know how long that's going to last for. Detached is being +10%. I'm not sure what that is either. Actually, does it tell us? Detached into here, yeah. Society's grown so detached from consumerism that there is plenty of excess goods. So free supply. Yeah, okay. So we picked up that particular benefit. That's the that was the profile, which is, we can get another one of these actually right now. So when we went and had a look, we went to nihilism, and we did pick up detached. And so what that one does is three free supply ships and +10% income on all of your worlds. So all of our worlds get +10% income. Now we've got realism that we can actually now go and get. This one is, we're known for valuing goods as their objective value. So alien civilizations will value your trades by 50% more. So that's not really, like, we're not really trading with anyone. Maybe we should. Unlocks crime wave executive order. So we've traded and travelled with the darker elements of the galaxy for so long that they see us as one of them. What about other things? What else could we grab? Totalitarianism would also be a good one. Iron Fist. We could end up with another +100 control. That wouldn't be bad. Prestige. Double the shipping experience. That would be another good one as well. Purges. So this wouldn't help us with our money situation. Okay, and then we've got the secret police. Yeah, this isn't a bad little area for us to go. Individualism. What do we end up getting here? -15% decay from colonies. That doesn't really matter that much because we've got core worlds everywhere. Spawns a ship, the Independence. Actually, that wouldn't be bad either. To grab another ship. Egalitarianism, we don't want that one. Traditionalism would be possibly something that would sort of work in with our style of what we're doing. We unlocks the improvement, the Hall of Tradition. Social ties. And then we've got Code of Law. Yeah, look, I think we'll still just stick on with sort of like maybe totalitarianism, grab the extra control points. Yeah, I think getting the experience for the ships as well would be useful. So we'll just go that way. We've still got 6 points left over. So we now actually have 169 control points, which means that we could actually spend that. Potentially. Now we can't bring, there's still 8 more months before we can bring manufacture another population. It's going to cost us 100 credits to bring another population in. Upgrade propulsion, so we could actually go and do this one here. Use our executive orders to focus our efforts into a single fleet to optimize its speed. So that would actually be a single ship. I don't really want to do that one there. Then a shipyard boost. This one here would no. Don't need a rush for that either. So let's just not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. So we'll just go and leave those for now. It's the population. The only way we can do it really is either through manufacturing with Durantium. And I did actually trade some of my antimatter for Durantium. That was almost like a one-for-one type trade, which I haven't looked to see. If we go to Circuitria, for example, now we've only got half the population that's required in here, and we can go and manufacture population. So it cost me 1 Durantium. Construction cost is another plus 30, and so our manufacturing is very, very slow. This is interesting playing as these raiders. It's not going to be easy to actually then go and do it, but Durantium costs here in construction costs there of 120. Why is it 2? I don't know why there's double. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's the case. The others don't have the double. Anyway, that's something we can look at. Maybe it's a bonus for something else that we've done. I'm not sure. Who knows? But anyway, that's another thing we could do would just be to start to generate population. We're certainly going to need that when we start to expand around the place, and we'll need to be on top of that one. Now we're in the process of getting the Arnold Spice Harvester. This is going to give us extra research, and it will give us an adjacency bonus for wealth. This is basically a wealth location, but it will give us Arnold Spice as well. So maybe we do need to start trading sort of surreptitiously until we're sort of ready to take over things. We maybe need to find a friend and trade with a friend for a little while before we destroy them. Other things we have in through here is a planetary generator. Yep, that's okay. We actually have... Is there anything else that we had that was interesting? Each of these buildings, by the way, like when we hover over the maintenance, these are all costing me one unit of income that we don't get to use. The wealth that we get to create basically on the planet is very, very low. So we've got basically zero. I'm going to need to start to focus on this coming up. Now we've got one there, we can get +1 to wealth. This one is our capital city, so generating the extra wealth in there will then give us even more wealth from that one. So that one's worth having a look at. Let's have a look at the other planets. Now this is Technocratia, which is actually a technology planet, but we do actually have a high wealth, a +3 to wealth there. 13 away from this one here for this supply depot. You know, I might actually change this one and just go and click on that and make that into a financial district. So that way we're going to get a little bit extra coming back in. Yep, gross income will be plus 8.9%. Now the income, again, we do actually have 4 wealth input coming in on this particular planet. So this is important. Let's go and grab a financial district and we'll move that one. It's 35 to get that one done. We've got very, very poor. Maybe I'll go actually if I went that way. And what about to buy this one? 500 credits. Let's do it this way. Get our supply depot up, so we get our manufacturing. The maintenance will also then kick in, but that way at least we'll be able to build this a little bit faster. Now the other thing we can then go and do is back into here where we're trying to get like another constructor. We may just go and get more supply ships. And so these are going to have, they've got no maintenance, which is good. I think these are going to be important for us. Now the constructor, we've only got 4 turns. I think I still want to get this one. The constructor is going to give me, it's still got a maintenance of 0 until we use it. The occupier is a colony ship. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just leave it where we are. Just click on done. And the other, actually we didn't look at the other planet. The third planet is Samaya. Let's have a look at this one here. Now, this one doesn't really have, it's got influence, manufacturing, tourism. Okay, so we can sort of generate a little bit of income there. We're getting 3 input in here. These are harmony crystals, so I think we've got them. Actually, that's a planetary generator. We're still a long way off getting these different bits and pieces. What's that one cost us to rush? Another 157. Yeah, I won't rush it. We'll just let things build up, but we could certainly get another population in here. That would then cost us another 100, basically, to bring another group in. We may look at doing that. Our population, you can see that this fellow here is just a citizen. We've got a citizen in through here. That, in fact, if we look at the planet itself, the income of the planet, actually that's just the planetary input itself. But the actual, like at the moment, we've got maintenance of +1 there for the core world capital, is costing us a little bit. We've got no income coming here at all. All right. So if we just go back, like another way we can look at this one is just click on done, and then just go back to our it's easier to do it this way actually, just on our core worlds, and then have a look at the money the income that's generated. So at Samaya 2, we've got 33% taxes, and so the taxation is coming in. The governor is giving us +16%. The citizens themselves are giving me +0.1. So it's not a real lot that comes back in. but the gross income there is 6.54. So citizen in itself does not really help me that much. If I can get an entrepreneur citizen, we may actually end up with some of them back on technocratia. Although technocratia can only have a maximum of 3 citizens. You can see 2 of 3. So that's not going to help me all that much. If we look at the income through this other side, now we've got the one worker is generating 0.15, so a little bit more than the 0.1 from the citizens. Although we've got 4, it's interesting, the 4 citizens there are generating 0.3 each. If you divide the plus 1.2 divided by 4 is 0.3, so they actually are generating more than the worker. Might have a look at that and sort of see what's impacting that, because it'll be their skill set that will actually then go and do that one. Capital city, we get plus 10 because it's the capital city. Yeah, nothing much else really in through there. Taxation, these others aren't that, they're not super happy with us, so changing the taxation could be viable. If we go to high, yeah, no, the approvals go way, way down. But then we do get double the income, but at big expense. Yeah, I'll just go back that way. The average approval is 75%. If I went back to normal, it's 25. Yeah, we'll just keep it on medium. All right, well, we've got problems with money. So the money situation. If we go back now into the technology and have a bit of a look at that. Actually, I won't go into tech, because if we just go back into here and have a look at our citizens, if we just go and grab one of our citizens from up the top through here and click on the actual where the citizen button is, we can then see how we can then give orders. And so what this one does is like train as a worker, for example. So workers provide manufacturing based on their diligence. So their low expectations give them an approval boost. And you can see the different things that impact what they do. And so train as a scientist, back and through here, we need to have the technology extraction tech. So there needs to be, we need to find where that would be to then go and get a scientist. Now we're going to be wanting some scientists. The entrepreneur though in through here, so traders provide boost to the world's income based on their social traits. So if we can get some high social citizens, then that would actually be ideal. Again, there's no real, I don't think there's a way we can sort through all the citizens. I wish there was. I don't think it actually has that in the game. Another suggestion there. The startup team are going to hate watching these videos. With all these little things that should be in here. There may be actually, I'll have a bit of a hunt for it in just a minute to see if we can sort, like find like what we've got a list of colonies. There should be a list of citizens as well, so we can sort of see who's doing what and where they actually are. Where we also then get to see the actual summary of what they actually have. And so this requires a thing called private property rights, but it doesn't say tech, so it's not a tech to get that one. Entertainers require the spectacles tech. And then we've got train a soldier requires planetary mobilization tech. So the others all require techs except for entrepreneur. So where is that? Well, that one happens to be, and it's now too late because I've now gone through the wrong cultural progression, but under individualism, through here is private property rights. And so this one does unlock the entrepreneur for us. So I'd need to get this and then this. And that sort of works for me. I'm happy enough with that one. And then we can try to get an entrepreneur who will then boost the income of different worlds. So that would be working fairly well. And so I think we have to look at all these things and start to plan ahead. We need to be a little bit smarter than what we have been. I say we because when things go badly, it's us. And when things go well, it's me. Yeah, I really can't find anything that gives us an easy summary of the actual citizens on the planets, unfortunately, other than just going through them individually, which is a pain in the bum. So in this case, it would be cool if there was a citizens tab to then be able to scroll through. It would ultimately be a long list by the time you sort of get through, but to be able to see who would be the best at doing different jobs would be so cool to be able to do it that way. Anyway, another suggestion there. One of many. But the game has such a lot of promise. Anyway, that would just be a really nice user interface improvement to actually have that one. Unless I can't see them anywhere else. I just we don't have them anywhere, so I'll just click on done. Yeah, there's no. I've had a quick look. I think the only thing we can do is to literally go through every single one of these and have a look and see what they've got in terms of their, like we're going to need someone with high social. That one's got 4, 3, 2, 3. So that's our best one so far as a candidate, as an entrepreneur eventually. But anyway, it just would be nice to sort of be able to see those things. Where we saw there the actual, what these are doing, the gross income, we're getting 0.3 from that one. If we just press shift and hover over that one, it should tell us, no, it's not going to tell us what that actually is. That should be their diligence. I think it must be like half. If we have their diligence, let's have a look at this one here. Diligence is 7, should be 3. Well, gross income is 0.4, probably a 3.5, I would guess. That one there, because this one adds a lot to the manufacturing because it's a worker, but at the expense of the income. So the income goes down, but manufacturing goes up. In this case, we've got diligence of 7, so that should be another. Actually, the income there is low. Maybe it's resolve. I'm not sure what the actual what that one comes down to. It could also be their approvals as well, as to how that's sort of working. I mean, these are all pretty happy. Yeah, but that one's got a 0.3 as well. This one does the least. Actually, it's social. It's social that actually brings their money in. So that's 0.3 there, 0.2 because it's only got 2 social, 3 there, and this one here with the 4 because of the 4 social. There we go. So social is actually what is giving them the income. So getting a few more in would actually be quite useful to buy some of these. So we can get that every 10 turns, buy another one in. So we'll just remember to do that one. We do actually have some of these wealth areas as well, +1 to wealth. And if we start to build a little bit of a wealth packet back in this area, I think that would actually work out pretty well because they will support each other. So maybe we'll just go and queue these things up, financial district and another financial district in through there. So they'll then support each other with finance. So we'll just queue them up. Just click on done. Right, well, end our turn here. We need to go after these pirates again. So at least we learned our lesson. We've wasted 100 income by not doing that other one. Now we've got, hang on, still got other ships we need to move around. All right, so we've got a now this fleet in through here. Interesting. The Zoloxy. Now, if the Zoloxy have actually come through, then that means we've got now another. I don't know if we'll have made contact with them as such. No, we're not seeing them yet, so we don't know anything about them. But that would then mean that the way out of the area must be over in here somewhere. So the exit back out to the other sectors must be on this side, I would guess. So these are that's interesting. There's Zoloxy in here because they possibly would be a good trade partner for us, with them being of a criminal nature. It could work out well, but they should be in a different sector, I would think. Let's just go back across. Now this is another enforcer. Yeah, there we go. Actually, incoming message from the Zoloxy. Vex Prime, the synthetic harbinger of chaos. Your mechanized anarchy seeks dominance through raiding and destruction, reminiscent of a bygone era. As ruler of the Zoloxy, I stand against your nihilistic reign, ready to unleash the might of the carbon-based warriors upon your deathbot hordes. Or clash. Our clash shall be legendary. We love working with criminals. We're reasonable and open to new deals. The space is big, probably big enough for both of us. So it doesn't really matter what we say through here, to be honest. But this one could be of interest to us. Now, what can we do? We've turned off tech trading in any sort of sense. So we've got antimatter. We do have modules. What do they have? only got Durantium. Yeah, nothing much there. They've got 16 ships, we've got 8. So they've got lots of probes. It's always interesting to see what they do. They've got a few pirate snipers. So they've actually brought in pirate ships. Well, they may have to be who we go after. Anyway, they're heading negative towards us. So you're outside their travelling range, so we're sort of, that's a plus. The cultural differences are bad. We're different kinds of life forms is -3, and we covert your worlds, -3. Okay, so they're going to be a problem. Anyway, we'll just click on done. Goodbye. All right, so that's interesting. So if we have now a look at the summary, yeah, Zoloxy are way up there as well with the others. So we're going to, it looks like we're going to be fighting for our own survival for a little while. So we have to sort of think ahead for that one. Which should be fun. Again, we haven't done much this episode, actually. I'm going to have to just keep on tweaking things. Where was that? Yeah, that's back over here. Well, maybe they could be through this way. It's one of the other probes. There it is. Okay, so we've got one sector, one area going off that way through space, but we don't have the ability to move through that yet. And so yeah, they've got like this is interesting, they've brought like a couple of ships in through here, and these are the snipers. I think that they may have actually got them from other pirates. There's another big group of actually, that is a full-blown pirate fleet in through there. The probe there as well. Okay, so this is now becoming quite the threat. Just have a bit more of a look around. See if we can locate the threat somewhere. So this is the Arcos. We need to really go off and kill this thing. And we don't want to do long-range attacks here. We just want to go straight in and shoot and kill. Done. It's another 100 for us. Well, we're going to have to come back over. Maybe the Zoloxy end up becoming our enemy, and any incursion that comes into our space we take on. Maybe we do it that way. Okay, the Instigator 2 survey report. This is the one that this is a survey ship without any actual firepower. So our ship has stumbled upon a peculiar artifact adrift in the cold void of space. It appears to be a cage, but not of an ordinary creature. This containment unit is designed for something monstrous. So we can either keep the artifact ready to release the monster later on, or study the cage. So dissect the artifact for its advanced technology, advancing our own scientific knowledge. Let's just do that one. So we'll just take that particular option. So this one here has got no firepower whatsoever. Just going to start doing that one. That's another sniper there. We have to be a bit careful of those. Gravimetric manipulation. Okay, so we've got, that's good. We end up with extra movement, extra logistics. So we'll choose new tech. Now, what have we got? We've got Space War Tactics, so unlocks frigate class. This is good. So we'll actually grab that one. Deno production techniques. Orbital resource harvesting allows us to construct orbital mines for our colonies. I think we'll go this way. Space War. This is one that we do want to get the frigates. So it's going to cost us a bit, but we do need to get there. So we'll just click on Done. Okay, that's now building more snipers. So we need to get another ship to head out that other side, but we still don't have enough income just yet to bring another one of those big ships in. Now this one here, it's got 14 move. We can see there's another sniper down this other side. So let's just head down that way. We'll take that one out. Money situation, yeah, still 0.13. Some antimatter there. Yeah, these are just more probes. It's one of our probes. Yeah, there's more antimatter there as well. Well, no one seems to have got this one just yet. Let's have a look. So, weapons of war. We, the Drath Freehold, have come across some extra military hardware. We thought you might be interested. These arms will significantly bolster your weapons capabilities. However, remember, such deals remain between us. So, now with this one here, these weapons will help, but they will lower your overall diplomatic ability. So we get +1 beam attacks to all ships, but -1 diplomatic bonus. I'm happy enough with that because everyone's going to hate us. Let's do it. So beam attacks are going to be important to us, which means the Illyrium is going to be important to us as well. So we'll just go back and check where we are. Yeah, this little group in here, we want to hunt this one down. And then we'll get the special beam ship once we've got a bit more monthly income. Set that way. It's a probe. Okay, we'll just keep on heading in around these. Yeah, this has got constructors heading down to get the antimatter. Now got Space War Tactics. This thing gives us the frigate hull, and we'll just choose new tech. Yep, so orbital ship assembly. Actually, there's a few things with that I could do as well. What does this one give us? Gives us the entertainer, but we don't need that. That would make everyone a bit happier. But this one gives us the extra extractors and things. Yeah, and Durantium, we just haven't found any of it at all. Does lead to asteroid factories. Now, we've got a few asteroids around the place. Really got to get our production up and running. Or at least the battle cruisers. Yeah, this one here. That one there. Definitely want that. So, empty slot now, back in the civilization policies. Now, Starship is going to give us lower manufacturing but more hit points. That ultimately would be okay. This one here, we get less income. We can't afford the less income. Like, we're now going backwards. Heart of the Empire. I think we have to take that, really. I think we have to take that. Yeah, still going backwards at -0.33. Why is that? The expenses have gone up. We must have just built something. So we need to get on top of everything. We need to keep on hunting down these little enemy ships and causing issues. Where'd that little pirate ship go? There it is. Run out of puff there. Now this one is our main flagship, and at this stage we do have another artifact down through here. Just watch and see what this one actually said. This is the Instigator. So our flagship has discovered an artifact suspected to be of the Dreadlord origin. It's a weapon of terrifying power, able to instantly damage an entire enemy fleet. We have to decide whether to preserve it for potential usage or dismantle it for valuable resources. Now, if we do this one, we get 150 in the treasury, or we get, like, I think we need the money. So we'll just grab the money for now. And all of these are useful, actually. All of these are useful. While we're here, we can't get down to there in one go, so let's just move to this one to start with. It's just a capsule, a few capsules in through here that we can then go and pick up to get some sort of loot. Instigator 2 has a survey report. Through the thorough analysis of the artifact, your research team has unearthed an astonishing discovery. It's a reservoir of colossal energy. The scientists and crew are confident that they can channel this raw power to propel our civilization forward, yet a dissenting perspective suggests that the energy could be utilised as a cosmic key, opening up uncharted dimensions of the cosmos. So we get +1 Durantium or store the artifact. Look, I think the Durantium is very, very useful for us. I think we'll just go that way. 1 Durantium doesn't seem all that powerful, but it is very, very important to us. Now, we just need to keep on going. Actually, this one can actually now upgrade. So we do actually have the upgrade in here. So we can get reinforced hull. We can't put any weaponry on this particular thing, but it will improve the fleet, which doesn't really matter that much. Command bridge, we get extra moves. Extra hit points would be pretty welcome, actually. That way it just get a bit more survivability. And the reinforced hull cost us Durantium to do that one through there. So let's just go with the moves for the upgrade. And this one here, where can we see things? We've still got capsules back over this other side. Another sniper down there, that's interesting. That's the limits of how far we can go. It's weird not finding any Durantium. It should be the most common of all these different resources, but it's just not. Now we've got the constructor. So we've got a bit of a choice here. We've got Promethean over through here. This will now be gobbled up by the Kryn Syndicate. We can get Illyrium down here, just a single Illyrium. There's more Illyrium somewhere else as well, I think. I thought there was one that was close in here. Oh, there it is there. That wouldn't be bad just to get in between these two locations. It would sort of, that would be quite defendable. I might just go into here. And we'll just start to get the Illyrium so we can get the beam weaponry upgraded. Didn't see the pirate ship. Where did that one go? Where are you, little sniper? I'm seeing everything in there. I don't know where it is. Well, we've got other snipers back over this other side, so let's just move this way. Snipers can only move at 2. So I don't know where that other one went. It's almost as if it attacked us and we defended against it, but I don't think that was the case. Okay, Drath refugees have fled to our borders and requested asylum. They claim to have been the victims of economic oppression that made them little more than slaves. The Drath have demanded their return. They make no comment about the refugees' claims, only stating that it is none of our concern. So we end up with, we gain a colony ship, which we don't want, and we end up also with pacifism, which we don't want. So we return, this is traditionalism, which is sort of be half out of it, collectivism. Look, I might just go that way. It's sort of probably more in line. It wouldn't really matter. We'll just hand them back. We don't care one way or another about them. The investigator. There's the sniper. Now, pirate ships will attack randomly. So it doesn't mean that they always attack. But it doesn't mean that they always won't attack either. There's another Illyrium. Nothing else in there. Might start to collect these now on planets. Enforcer, then a probe. We'll bring these together. And we'll just keep on checking out what's around here. Now that constructor is now ready to go. God, I wish there was more than just the one. It's a real waste. There's nothing else of value anywhere, is there? I love how small all this is. Actually, no, that's okay. That's all ours. But yeah, they've got this. It is very strange not to have geranium. Like, extremely strange. Look, I'm going to have to just do this, I think. So this will then connect these things up a little bit. There's nothing else close to this. So let's just go and build this one. Unfortunately, it's going to mean that we're going back at negative 1.3 after we do this one. That's an extra 1 negative, but I'll take it still. So this one amplifies our beam weaponry. Get mining drones in through there. Perimeter scanners, in this instance, wouldn't be terrible. But maybe, what do we do? Influence growth. We've only got 3 modules, so I don't mind that actually. I might grab them as well. That way we're just going to be able to see, because I think there's pirates around. Now this is actually, this is our instigator. So this is actually our second, the pirates actually are attacking us. Although it says we're attacking it. So we get a total loss. It'll go for a long, long period of time, I think. Because we've got no defence. I'm not sure how long this will last for. Yep, so I just resolved it. So we lose our ship, unfortunately. So that was, now they would have attacked us. So we can get there in time. So these are trying to get rid of all the pirate ships. Alright, bit of payback. So we need to locate where all these different pirate fleets actually are. So getting the extra vision from here, it should have just allowed us to see a little bit further. It's one of their fleets. Whole lot of bombers. Actually, there we go. So just fighter craft. Yeah, with a lot of missile attacks. Okay, well we just can't compete at this stage. We just have to keep on plugging away. But we're sort of out of time here, guys. So I'll just go through all of these and let's just move back up. There should be another one of these now built. We might send this one up now to deal with the pirates that are floating around over in this other side. So I'll leave it there. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.